guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm doing this 1920s festive holiday makeup tutorial for you. So I wanted to do something based on the 1920s, but I didn't want to completely recreate it. I wanted to do something a little bit more modern. So we've done a halo eye placement today, which is completely 1920s using greens, a nice plum lip and a nice warm bronzy base. So perfect for the upcoming festive season, holiday parties, Christmas parties, work functions, all that stuff you've got going on. Very easy, very quick, very glamorous. So if you want to see how I achieved this makeup look today, then please keep on watching. Starting with the eyes, I'm going to prime them with my MAC Painterly Paint Pot, and then I'm going to set that with my MAC Minerilise Skin Finish in Light. Next, I'm taking the Kat Von D Shade in Light palette and using the peach shade in the palette as a transition colour. So all the way through the crease, on the outer corner and the inner corners of the eyelids, just to give a nice warm colour for the rest of the colours to blend into. Then I'm taking a warm brown shade from the same palette and I'm using that to depthen the crease a little bit further. So blending it on top of the orange shade just to get a little bit more depth into the socket, the outer corner and the inner corner of the eye. Next, going into the Zoeva Smokey palette, and I'm using the shade Dark Edge, which is a nice deep green, and applying that to the outer corner and the inner corners of the eyes. So I'm using a pencil brush to do that, just to get it quite precise, and then blending it into the crease. So focusing the colour on the outer corner, inner corner, and then lightly blending it through the crease just to join those edges together. Then once it's blended, we're going to repeat that, so do another layer of the green just to intensify it a little bit further. Then I'm taking Real Light from the Smoky palette, which is a jet black, and I'm basically doing the very similar step as we did with the green shade. So just applying it on the outer corner and inner corners of the eyes, really gently, not a lot, and then just blending it again through the crease. This is just going to darken up the crease and the outer corner, inner corner a little bit further, just to really emphasize that halo effect to the eye. Then once happy with the intensity, I'm going to take a blending brush and I'm just going to run that over the mobile lid. We have like a nice transition across the mobile lid. Next, I'm taking the shade Soul Searching, which is a beautiful metallic silver, and on a small definer brush, I'm popping that right on the center of the mobile lid. Now onto the face, so I'm taking my Makeup Forever smoothing primer and I'm applying it to the center of the face where I have a little bit of extra texture. So just across the nose, into the chin and into the center of the forehead. I'm just blending it and patting it into the skin to really fill in those pores. Next, taking my Mercier Hydrating Primer and I'm applying it to the rest of the skin. For foundation today, I'm using my Estee Lauder Double Wear Maximum Cover in the shade 1N3, and I'm mixing it with my Luminous Silk Foundation number 5. So 1 part Estee Lauder, 2 parts Luminous Silk, and I'm applying that to the skin using a damp makeup sponge. So just patting it in all over the skin. This gives amazing coverage, but you still get the luminosity and the glow of the Luminous Silk. It is hands down my favorite foundation combination. It is so reliable and so flawless. Then taking my Giorgio Armani Master Corrector number 2 and I'm applying that to the dark circles of the eyes just to colour correct and brighten up that darkness. Then I'm taking my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade 15, which is the lightest shade, and I'm applying that to the high points of the face to highlight. So on the chin, Cupid's bow, down the nose, center of the forehead, and obviously under the eyes and down the sides of the nose. And then I'm going to blend that all in using a damp makeup sponge. This is going to highlight the center of the face, bring it forward, make it nice and bright. For the eye area, I'm using a mini micro beauty blender. I love these for blending the concealer under the eyes. They're so precise, but still incredibly effective. I have been using this religiously since I discovered it. So just patting that under the eyes and really working that concealer into the skin. This will stop it from creasing easily. The more you blend it, the more it'll kind of really work and settle into the skin. Then I'm going to bake using my Mercier Translucent Setting Powder, brushing that under the under eye to set that concealer, but for the rest of the face, applying that quite densely onto those brightened areas of the skin, letting it sit there for around about 5 minutes, not too long, and then buffing it off just to really set and hold that makeup in place and really brighten up that concealer. Now back to the eyes. So first of all, I'm taking my Colourpop Cream Gel Liner in Swerve, which is jet black, and I'm placing that along the upper and lower waterline. For the lower waterline, I'm taking it a little bit into the lash bed and then blending that with a smudger brush just to give a nice smoky lower lash line. Then taking a pencil brush and that green shade we used on the upper lid, I'm washing that all the way along the lower waterline just to kind of blend it out and smoke out that eyeliner. Then just going back in with a blending brush just to make sure everything's nice and blended and nice and soft. Then taking my Giorgio Armani eye tint in the shade number 12, which is a beautiful bright metallic. I'm just popping that again right on the center of the mobile lid. For mascara today, I'm using my Lancome Hypnose Drama Mascara in black, so just applying that to the top and bottom lashes. And then while that sets, before I put my eyelashes on, I'm going to finish the rest of the skin. So taking my Anastasia Beverly Hills contour palette, and I'm using the center shade and applying that under the cheekbones. So just patting it under the cheekbones and then blending it in. On my Smashbox contour brush, I'm going to blend that in, and I'm also going to take it along the hairline. So down the sides of the temples, sides of the forehead, and along the top of the forehead. Just again, add some definition to the skin, add some dimension. And using a small Bobbi Brown eyeshadow brush, I'm using that to contour the nose. So contouring the tip of the nose and then down the sides of the nose, again just to create some dimension. For bronzer today, I'm using my Physicians Formula Airbrush Bronzing Veil, and I'm applying that to the high points of the face. So again, down the sides of the forehead, tops of the cheekbones, down the center and the sides of the nose, just to give a nice bronzed, warm look to the skin. For blush, I'm using my Giorgio Armani blush in the shade 302, which is a beautiful coral, and I'm applying that to the apples of the cheeks and the back of the cheeks heading towards the contour. For highlight, I'm going to use my Anastasia Beverly Hills Sundipped Glow Kit, and I'm using the shade Moonstone. This is one of my favourite highlighters at the moment. It's so glowy and beautiful. So just applying that to the high points of the face. So first of all, the inner corners of the eyes, just to really open up the eyes. And then the Cupid's bow, down the nose, and of course at the top of the cheekbones and under the eyebrows. Back to eyelashes. So I'm applying my Modelrock lashes in the style W376. This is probably my favourite eyelash style. They also come in short, but today I'm using the long ones just to give some extra drama. Then for lips, I'm going to first of all line with my Napoleon Perdis lip liner in the shade Mauve Minx. So just lining and also filling in the lips with this colour. Then for lipstick, I'm using my Giorgio Armani Rouge d'Armani Shears lipstick in the shade number 600. So just applying that over that lip liner. And then last step is a spritz of MAC Fix Plus. This will just help to settle all those powders into the skin to make the makeup look a lot more flawless. So this is the finished look. I really hope you guys enjoyed that. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I hope to see you on the next video. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you very, very soon.